It's Week 16 of the NFL.
And we'll see the Cowboys, speedy running back, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
It's the Cowboys and the Buccaneers.
Here
we go. I take.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from Akel's draft. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7.
Is a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
And 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure your feet's just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was real.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal.
Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
He'll try again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Defense for Tampa Bay.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a...
Here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bynum. And they'll get to him just inside the 15.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal.
1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on their running back, getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing. Prescott. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
For this contest.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
And their running back getting set to go once more. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple.
Down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Yeah, here we go. 26. 26.
Prescott down.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Now a give, right side. Bynum. He gets away from one.
Holding offense.
He starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Prescott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they from the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambles.
And their running back getting set for this next possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
14 by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
2nd down and 3.
Yeah, here we go. Like 26.
To throw is Prescott.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's in.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
26.
To the air again, Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense.
Yeah, 26.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. Love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3.
Nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down.
Bynum, 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott off play action.
That is caught by Lamb.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16.
Plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, Bynum. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. In succession, not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights through, and now a crease. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bynum. And nothing much materializing there on the first down.
The 48-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Yeah. Here we go.
Back to throw here.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
A little juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Put that on that play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports as we get set for the 4th. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle they go. Bynum. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
Nice a game. Plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. It's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bynum. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought on. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Let's take.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bynum.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He's on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first death
when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the...
From Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go.
Bynum down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2. They've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
They feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on 1st down. Bynum.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Out of the football at this point of the game, that means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that fourth.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.